afternoon, everyone. I'm here in Moundville, Alabama. Thanks to Robert Williams for the recommendation to come and visit this on our way to Poverty Point down in Louisiana. Behind me is the great plaza here at Moundville, and I think there's 22 mounds in there. They've all got north-south cardinal alignments, except for the one in the very middle, which is just sort of off kilter, and there's no information here as to what that may be aligned by, but I thought that was pretty interesting. So thanks so much to Robert for bringing us here, and also to a big thank you to Cal Random for his recommendation on our place to stay last night, the DeSoto State Park RV Center. It was amazing. There's a great restaurant there. It was super beautiful, and so we find ourselves here in Moundville, and it's just such a trip to be here, because I thought Poverty Point was the big sort of ancient civilization site of the Americas, but this one's just incredible. And so I gotta say thank you to everyone. Look, this conversation is to be had amongst the people, okay? Because it's not going to be the academia or the authorities that are going to reveal the truth about our history, about the history of ancient civilizations. It's going to be us and conversations like this. And thanks so much to Chuck from CFAPS. You've got to follow his channel if you're interested in this stuff, because he's been such an inspiration. And his New Year's video, where he said that 2020 was the year that we kicked down the door in terms of finding out the truth of the ancient sites and our history, he couldn't have been more right. It really is about the people coming together and joining in on this conversation, and that's what's been happening since I started putting out these videos. I've learned so much. It comes from the collective mind, the hive mind, that we're going to find things out. And I mean, just look at this plaza. It's just incredible. Supposedly there were something like estimated 200,000 mounds all over the USA before they were just sort of, you know, obliterated by so-called advancement of civilization. And you know, we've lost so much that it's good to see a place like this is being respected and protected, and it's just incredible to be here. So thank you, everyone. Really, without you, I wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't be able to share this with all of you right now. I'm here with my beloved brother up there, who's also really interested in this and has been really an amazing researcher through all of this. So we're going to take a walk around, see all this stuff, and learn as much as we can. And we're here to share and just be part of this conversation. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this. And we're off to Poverty Point next, so please stick with us, and let's keep this going. Thank you. Have a great day. So here we are in front of Mound B. This is the tallest mound here in the plaza, and we found, just looking in the first lines here, the first contradiction from the video we watched at the Visitors Center. They said that they were built and arranged over 300 years, and right here we have the contradiction saying over 100 years. Contradiction pointed out by my astute fellow researcher and beloved brother Julian. Thank you, Julian. And as we go along here, unlike American society where government and religion are largely separate, well, that is probably to be debated at this point anyway. But look at this. This is really fascinating. I can't wait to see this imagery. This disc was found in these mounds, and we're going to go see that in the museum. So I'm going to let my brother handle this one too, because this is absolutely fascinating, and he is even more the researcher than me. Julian, what have you seen right here?
It's just a really interesting coincidence where the Egyptian religion believes that your soul goes up to the constellation of Orion, where Osiris will measure and decide whether your good deeds and bad deeds in life in the balance beams where they put your soul on, whether you'll pass through to the next life. And it seems that here they have stories passed down by various tribes of the dead entering the afterlife through an opening marked by a great warrior's hand in the sky. And that's the disc that they found here that we'll see in the museum. And one account describes that hand as a constellation we know as Orion. So the same Orion constellation that the pyramids of Giza are oriented towards, with Orion's belt as the wrist, its fingers pointing downwards, faint cluster of stars in the center of the palm is a portal to the path of souls, or path to the land of the dead, which is very analogous to the ancient Egyptian beliefs thousands of years prior.
Pyramids, Orion, the path of souls, the hand and the eye, all these connections. That's just fascinating. That's just incredible. Let's head up there, bro.
Yeah. Freaky. Super cool. Yeah, this would be pretty impressive if you were one of the regular people. Holy cow.
Moundville, Alabama. Climbing up Mound B. Pretty cool how they've done this museum up with these glyphs, whatever they are supposed to mean. And I think there's that reoccurring symbol, the eye in the hand, from many ancient civilizations. Wow, this is pretty serious here. Oh, look at that. They've got the female there in a position of power there, appropriately pagan Earth Mother kind of way. And all these artifacts that were found here. Wow, super cool. There's interesting markings on that one there. I don't know what those symbolize. Wow, this is really quite well done here. This whole setup. Sort of winged serpent there. There's a hand on that one over there. Looks like a hand with some kind of a cross in the middle. feathered serpent images. Super cool. Okay, so brother, we got another reference here to the Egyptian Path of Souls.
Yeah, it's another interesting coincidence here where apparently these people believed that their soul would pass through a portal or starry gateway entering what they call the Path of Souls, which is the Milky Way, which is quite similar to what the ancient Egyptians believed, except they believed that your soul went first to the constellation of Orion, where Osiris would determine if you're permitted to take the path through the Milky Way. And maybe these people believed it too. You know, there's very possibly things that the researchers have missed, and this is all conjecture anyway.
We have another reference also to the supernatural ruler could transform into an either great horned serpent or an underwater panther.
And I don't think those are similar to the Egyptians, although this notion of a supernatural ruler is once you reach the realm of the dead, in Egyptian ancient beliefs, you only enter the realm of the dead if Osiris deems that you are worthy to pass through the Milky Way to go to the realm of the dead. Otherwise, you're sent back to Earth.
Amazing.
And if you look at it too long, this trapdoor opens up.
There it is, that disc. That amazing disc. And we've got some axe heads here, points. Look at how beautiful that is. There it is again. There's a serpent. All right. Next stop, Poverty Point, bro.
Woohoo!